Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing so-called high-skilled visas, high-skilled professionals, however you want to look at this. This is kind of a euphemism for one of the subcategories under what's being termed the Thai long-term residence visa, which again, as many of the folks that watch these videos, is probably a bit of a broken record at this point, but it is not a visa that confers residence. It's being sort of called that. It's a bit of a misnomer. It is a visa that confers long-term status in Thailand, 10 years is our understanding, but it does not confer lawful permanent residence in Thailand. That's a different category of immigration documentation. But the high-skilled professional, I've got some notes here, apologize for reading in front of the camera, but high-skilled professionals, they're looking for folks in certain targeted industries, and there's sort of a list of these. I'm not going to go through all that in this video. But there are certain things that they're trying to target with this. A major question on a lot of people's lips is, what's the financial requirements? You got to have a personal income of no less than $80,000 per year for the past 2 years. Now, there are some exceptions, or in a sense, there's kind of a secondary way of dealing with this. If your income is not below $40,000, but it doesn't get to the level of $80,000, it may still be possible to get one of these visas, but you've got to have a background of at least a master's degree or higher in some kind of what appears to be a STEM field, so science or technology, engineering, mathematics. Although I don't know mathematics, it seems to be science and tech are kind of what they're looking for. Again, this hasn't been rolled out yet, so some of this is speculation. We don't exactly know what this is actually going to look like in practice. I'm just trying to do this video to provide some insight into what we're looking at, because this is going to come online in the upcoming weeks. And then you've got to have, the person that goes for this has to have sort of like specialized expertise and highly skilled, profession. And again, I've said this in another video, the certification, the devil's going to be in the details here, and how this is certified, because there's a lot of nebulous concepts, especially associated with the so-called professional category visas as opposed to the retiree category visas. Again, they seem to be encouraging folks going into government agencies because there's no sort of set minimum requirements for those who are going to work for a Thai government agency. There is a requirement of insurance coverage of $50,000 that's got to be maintained throughout the person's visa status here in Thailand. So you've got to maintain $50,000 in insurance coverage here in Thailand. And again, they want experience. So there seems to be, again, like this 5-year requirement with respect to long-term experience in one of these targeted fields. Again, how the rubber hits the road on that remains to be seen, how exactly that's going to play out, what exactly we're looking at in terms of how they're going to determine, is it a targeted industry, are you highly skilled? We just don't know that at this time. So there's an element of speculation that goes into this. We're certainly going to keep people updated on this, because I think it's going to be very interesting in the upcoming probably 2 or 3 months where we actually start seeing these visas come online and see, and I hope I'm going to be able to provide some insight into some of the more nuanced aspects of the certification process associated with this visa.